Good morning, everyone. It's another Monday, which means it's a Miami draft day, mock Monday for the Miami Dolphins. As
Hell
always,
yeah.
I'm going to be joined here by Justin, JPF Scout, and I am Rob Mosley, aka Dolphins in the Thirsty. Hello, Justin. Are
Hey, how's
you
it
great?
going?
Uh, can't complain. Can't complain. It's a Monday, but hey, at least it's a Monday mock draft Monday. So for the Miami
Absolutely.
Dolphins.
One of those beautiful mock draft Mondays, you know what I'm saying? In a Miami Dolphins mock draft Monday. Nevertheless, you know what's up. Um, I'm excited. We're getting closer and closer. Oh, Ender, what's up, my man? Born in Dolphins fan. I love that. Yep. Some of us are born in, bro. Like I had choices and chose it. I wasn't born
Well,
in. Like
I
you,
was more or less born in because I was born here in South Florida, so it's hard
right?
not to root for them. And so I consider it still a choice, of course. You can choose outside teams, but I chose my local team in football and never looked back. So,
I get a lot of crap for not choosing the local team around here, and I'm like, no, that's all right. You guys can like the Broncos when it comes to football. This is the dude
well,
I
you would have
started
won a
with.
couple of Super Bowls if you were a Broncos fan and know that feeling. But one
Yeah,
of these
yep.
days,
One of these
one of
days,
these
maybe. Like,
days, the
we'll see.
Dolphins would know. Hey, it's just going to make it that much sweeter if the Dolphins win and if being the key word, but when and if the Dolphins ever win the Super Bowl and they
The
host
big
that
one.
Lombardi Trophy, it is going to be an amazing feeling. And it all starts
Absolutely.
at the draft, building the right way. So, guys, if you love mock
Yes,
drafts,
sir.
we're going to run here in a minute, and then we're going to let Justin pick. I might do one later, but the main thing we want you guys come make your selections, have those picks ready, come in, and we will run a mock draft at your leisure. You can
That's
pick if you
right.
only want
Come in,
if you
make
only
your
want to do the
picks.
second round because you haven't gone deep into the later rounds. That's fine. If you want to just go 2 or 3, let me know, and or you want to do all 7, go for it. Justin's going to do all 7 here in a few minutes. He's
Absolutely.
yeah, so it's all fun. So Ender, as always, of course, thank you for joining us. And anyone else, leave a comment so we know we're here and we can give you a kudos and a shout. So, Justin, before we hop in our mock draft, there's nothing really huge. That Tua had a birthday over the weekend, but
I
no
seen
big
that.
news. So he looked like he was having fun. No
Heck
new
yeah.
hirings. We've touched on all the hirings that the Dolphins have done. So
Oh, they
there's
had
nothing there to
themselves a
touch on.
party there, and Jordan Poyer was there, and I just
Oh
keep
yeah,
hearing
that
this.
got Twitter going. And then Jordan part tweets out that he would like to play in a state that doesn't take all of his money. So Dolphin fans went
Yep.
fun
And
with
that's either
that.
it's either Texas or Miami. So yeah, I'm sure it's going to be the Dolphins that he'd like to play for.
Oh, he would like to.
Um,
He was
yep.
actually drafted by the Miami Marlins back in the day to play
Yes.
baseball.
Yep.
So
That's
it's just
crazy.
funny that connections there. And then, but yeah, we also got Jacksonville and Tampa and Florida, so he could look
Yeah,
at those
sure.
teams. But
He could
he
look
would
at
love
all
it
those.
if the money fits. That'd be a good. I would not mind that move. Maybe
See,
since he's
that's
a
just the
little
thing is
older.
let's get that money to fit first.
Yeah, I know. So, but yeah, he would be a good fit for Miami. So, yeah, the money needs to fit, and it all works out. But like I
Right.
said, the best way I know everyone want to use the Rams of the prior years, like, oh, see, you don't need. Oh, can't wait. Who knows what the team? Yeah, I know. I
League of
agree.
Super
League of
Fans.
Superfans. Yeah, I think they may be a little slower in the free agent, but they would. I think they are going to make some moves. One that may be considered splash move. But I'm still old school. I really believe good teams are built through the draft. The Rams were the exception that went out there and got it through free agency and trades. But for the most part, look at Kansas City. I think they had like 4 rookies starting for them this year in the Super Bowl. So
Right.
that's how you build teams for the long term.
It's
But yeah,
true.
free agency is always fun. I can't wait for free
I
agency
can't
too,
wait
and I
either,
do
man.
hope that the Dolphins make some moves.
I do too. Like
Like
free agency
really
kind of
along the
starts us off.
offensive line is where I would want to make those moves because their
Yes,
drafting
please.
of them over the years have not been ideal, to say the nice.
Yeah,
You
we need
know,
some veteran offensive linemen. Would really help this team. Veteran linebackers. You know what would be the greatest thing to do is to stack up, some of our holes and up some of our problem areas before we go into the draft. We only have 5 picks currently. I think we're going to end up with more though. But it'd be nice to stack up before we go into the draft, so that way we can go into the draft and take best player available every pick. If you had to, maybe even make some trades during the draft. That's fine to move up or down.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait till it all starts.
Yeah.
I love this process of the season. I know the football season didn't end the way we wanted to, but this is the start of the new beautiful football season that's coming up. That'll be the 2023 season. So let's get excited again.
He thinks that the one important piece is probably going to be on the defense. It could be. We got a new defensive coordinator. He may be, have some input and say, "Hey, man, this guy is perfect for my system."
I think he's right. I think it could be someone on the defense, like a linebacker, or like we were just talking about Jordan Poyer, maybe someone like that, or maybe they double up and take a linebacker and a defensive back or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what their free agent targets would
be. Tremaine Edmonds out of Buffalo is another Buffalo guy if you want to raid Buffalo and help yourself at the same time. But he's younger and
he's going to command big money.
Yeah, he's going to get big top market money. And I don't know if the Dolphins are going to be really good at since they already got a lot of big top money guys on the books. So we will see.
But
it's all fun, man. That's what makes this time of year exciting. That's why the NFL is the king of all sports leagues, because people talk about it 365 days a year.
Yep. NFL is king, especially around here. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, man, you're right. Maybe somebody makes an exception to the rule and gives us like some sort of a small hometown discount to come play down in Miami to try to win a Super Bowl. If you could get some players like that are making the Miami a destination that's very attractive to free agents, I think it's better for the team, obviously, because then we'll have better players. We need more. We need depth. We need depth on depth on depth.
Yeah. So League of Superfans, you tell people where they can find it, man. I made a game that incorporates free agency and the draft. It's free to play and offers cash prizes. You guys are interested in
that's
playing.
Cool.
Yeah. Tell them the website that they can find it on or anything like that. Leave it in the comment section and then people can go find it. So thank you there, League of Superfans. So anyway, with no further ado, I don't like keeping our fans waiting. I'm going to put you to an early morning test, and we're about to do our first mock draft of the morning.
Let's do it. Maybe someone else come in wanting to get in. Let's get a draft going too, like Anthony. He was in last week. He asked about
that was fun. If you guys want to come and join our show here, I'll drop a link. But first, I'm going to let put Justin on the clock. Let's see, mock draft simulator. Share this. And let me go back here real quick. Now I'm going to make it full screen so you guys can join in. And now I won't be able to see your comments, but Justin will.
I'll keep up
read
with
your guys' comments because now I'm on the website. All right, we're going to use the Miami Dolphins. I already set it up to a 7th round, and I did fast.
Yep, let's roll.
Let me get these advertisements out of the way. They got to pay their bills, so I understand. Let's see here. It's draft.
I'm hoping this is going to be like set up like the way I'm going to draft is going to be thinking that we got some veteran offensive linemen and like a veteran linebacker, something like that. Maybe
so you're drafting as if the Dolphins filled an offensive lineman and a linebacker spot in free agency.
Yeah, so and maybe like a veteran tight end or something like that.
All right, we're going to reject. Maybe another day we're going to take trades, but today we're just going to say no.
Yeah, we'll reject all trades today. And this is going on the lines. Maybe we resigned a couple of our own players too, like Raheem Mostert, Brandon Shell, Elijah Campbell, those three, and the punter Morstead, obviously. So that going forward, maybe we added a TJ Edwards. Maybe they added Garrett Bradbury or a Dalton Reisner to that mix. So keep that in mind. That's how I'm drafting this right here.
All right. That sounds good. And here we go. This is all. I don't know if you want a specific position you want me to go look for or let me know.
Let's go ahead and scroll down on where, just keep it at all right there. Let's see here. You got Banks, Charbonnet. Keep going. Tucker Kraft, Achain. He'll be there. Oh, look, the dude's name keeps popping up right there again. Damn, same thing. It's hard not
Stevenson.
to. Yeah, it's
I know you like him a lot.
Yeah, dude, I do. I have him graded at the 101. It's hard not to go right back and take Tyreek Stevenson again. Honestly, it really is. But I'm going to do something a little different right here. Go to offense and go to tackle. Darnell Wright, Duncan, McClendon, Freeland, Bergeron. Go back to defense and go to linebacker. Sewell, Papineau, Pace, Campbell, Overshone, Hanley.
Well, I know you like Pace and Campbell.
Yes, I like both. But seeing as how they're
And I
all
know
on the
you like
board,
Henley, okay? I know we got
yep,
some fans that love Henley. If you guys love
I like
Henley, you can
Hanley.
go read his profile on dolphinthirsty.com. I wrote him up yesterday. But
Yeah,
anyway,
that's
yeah, I think
done.
he'll be there in the third, maybe
So
Henley.
do
Who
I. I
knows?
do too. See, this is the part where it's kind of tricky because look, the linebackers are going to fall. The safeties, corners, the offensive linemen are going to fall. Even the tackles kind of fall a little bit. Bergeron and something like that will be there. Go back to the very top again. And right here, I'll probably take a defensive back. And I'll probably take my highest rated defensive back. And I'm just going to take Forbes at the very top. He's rated higher than Stevenson by 1 point. So we'll take
Oh, wow.
Forbes.
Okay, let me take this ad out. So I don't want an ad popping up. Let's see. And then we
Forbes is
got,
damn good too, man. Like
so, but Forbes is it.
yep, he would fit in.
The
He
Forbes
throw it near him.
Financial 500 has been selected.
If you ended up with Forbes, I don't think anybody would complain. He's a great looking prospect. Jack Campbell sounds like a great football name. That's a League of Superfans just said. Yeah, he does. He's a great football player.
I'm rejecting the trade. We are on
Yep.
pick AJ Dewey, pick number 77.
Pick 77. Is that the
Yeah.
very top right there?
And yeah, that's the very top. I like me some. I wrote him up too, guys, on
He's awesome.
dolphinthirsty.com.
I think there's a thing like a spot in my mind that the way the running back board is starting to fall and the way it's stacking up. Don't be surprised if they don't take one till late or even a UDFA. I'll be quite honest. What's the best player available? Best player available right now, Ender, would be Devon Achane, the very top of the board. And then after that, you got Zach Moss, Kalaja Cansey, Tank Bigsby, Brandon Joseph. Go down a little bit, Rob, on the list. Steve Aaliyah, Kai Blue Kelly, A.T. Perry, Sidney Brown, Matt Bergeron. See, it's hard to pass on the tackle, and it's hard to pass on the safety right there. The safety scored just as high on my scouting reports as the corner that I just took. It's rough, dude. Hate to keep going back to the same damn players. I try to make it a little different. Right here, let's go ahead and take Achane, even though I want to pass on running back kind of. But right here, the talent outweighs what we want to do. We're taking Achane.
Right, and we don't know what we're going to do. Are we bringing back, Wilson and Mozart? So we don't know.
Yeah.
That's the unknown at this point.
Well, this is me thinking that we're definitely bringing back Mostert. So now you added Achane to that.
This pick we're going to reject, but if this was offered to me, I would be like, I'm jumping on that. Only moving back 2 spots and picking up a pick 150. And only
but you're giving up 240, but that's fine. You're giving.
Yeah, well, I would go counter maybe and say take away the 240 and just see if they want to.
Sure.
But I won't do it. I'm just saying if they would take that, I would jump on that. So
would I. Absolutely.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to do rejects. Stick with our gun since we told everyone we're going to.
See, now what's on the board left? I think, look, Bergeron ended up falling anyway. Is that the very top?
Yeah, that's the very top.
Go down. Is Campbell there still? I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's below Abanikanda. A little bit further. Look, DJ Turner on the board. Labori, Brown.
You want to go to this? Are you looking for a linebacker? Let's see.
Yeah, was he still on there though? That's all I'm wondering. Nope, someone took him, dude. He's gone.
Henley's
still there, and so is Overshone. We're fine. What's the very top though? What's the very top? I'm probably going to take I'll probably take a linebacker. Jeez. Go down. Huh. Yeah.
The board's starting to change. People are going in different spots than they used to. So
they are. Simulator. That's what always happens. Oh, Anthony's in the house. Drop him the link. He wants the link in the comment section. Hold on, Anthony. As soon as we're done with this one, we'll put the link in there.
You might be able to, Justin, from that end if you're in under the producer role I gave you. So you might be able to it says invite and copy. But I will go do it after you make after this draft.
Oh, man. This is a rough one. Let's go. I'll take Henley, the linebacker.
Okay.
So that way I know we're at least getting one. In the mix to add with, say, a veteran like a TJ Edwards or Kaiser White or whatever they want to put in there.
Yeah, so
Veteran.
now we're gonna wait till the 6th round here.
Yeah, now we don't pick forever, it seems like.
Yeah, this is where I would like to fill in some by trading
Same.
back as opposed to trading forward. But that's just me.
Too. No,
but I'm more of a like, if you go to a pond with more fish in it, you're likely to catch one than going to a pond with fewer fish in it. So
absolutely. What's at the very top? Everything, every prospect here. Let's see. Top of the 6th round. Is that the top? Rajon Wright.
Yep, that's the top.
Hubakak Baldonado. Jacorian Bennett. Will Mallory. Jalen Green. Deuce Vaughn, baby.
I know you like Deuce Vaughn, but you got one running back, but it's okay to double dip if you feel like that's the.
What else is below him? Keep going down a little bit. A little more. That Dante Dumas.
Look, there's a Kuiper. I wonder where Mel Kuiper writes Brandon. Where does he write?
There's Kuiper on there. I wonder if it's his kid. Let's go back to offense and go to the offensive tackle. See if anything fell down to us right there. Is that the very top right there?
No.
Okay. Connor Galvin. Connor Galvin's not damn bad. What about guard? See if I can't pick up any frontline protection for our
there's that Kuiper again. Right?
Yeah. What about center? Doesn't look like there's much there left.
No, the offensive line, the value's not there in the picks.
It's not. Let's go defense and go to defensive tackle. I know I can get some value in the defensive tackle. That's the very top right there, right?
Yeah, that's the top.
Yeah, I'll take Corey Durden.
Wow. All right. I know they don't rank him as high, but I know you like him. I wrote him up too. He's also on DolphinsThirsty.com. I can bring up his scorecard in a minute after this, but right now
Yeah, I think that would work out. You're at least adding some sort of depth down there, something down low to add to the line of scrimmage. With the last pick, I might reach on something, and I might just cave in and take another running back late, but not if TJ Bass is on the board still. I might just take him. So let's see what's on the board left.
This I would pick up another 7, so you don't have to worry about college undrafted free agent. I'm not going to do it, but it's like, man, that's not that bad. Like, get 2 picks this year.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. It's a great offer.
Yeah. Anyway, you are now on the clock. I will go to all, so you can go with your best player overall. That is the top of the board. There's some.
Go down a little bit to like at least past 249. I'm noticing every time I do one of these, my dude is sitting at 249. There he is again, too. Look, Jartavius Martin.
Jump on it.
Really hard to pass at that value. Yeah, hell yeah. Jartavius Martin's got to be the pick right there. Like, if you passed on that right there, you're out of your mind. In my opinion, he scored 103, and you're getting him in the 7th round. I'd take him every time, bro. That's just how I would do it. So not bad, not a bad haul. This is going on the prowess that we re-signed a couple of our guys like Brandon Shell, Elijah Campbell. We brought back Mostert and, the punter. Okay, then in free agency, maybe we got a veteran linebacker, tight end, and that's it. Then we added Emmanuel Forbes out of Mississippi State, one of the better corners in the whole draft. Would fit in great. A running back, Devon Achane, with the next pick. Lights out good, very fast. A complete running back, in my opinion, and he can do a little bit of everything. He's like a little Swiss Army knife. He can catch passes out of the backfield. He can at least get in the way and block. His pass pro isn't the best, but he can get in the way and block and do chips, cuts, blocks, all that stuff. His power might not be the best, but he can run with a little bit of power because he's a little smaller at 5'8", 185. Like I said, I have him scored at 100 right there. It's pretty damn good when you score that high. Not bad. Then you go and double that back in the next round. Your next pick with 84 with Henley. You got a linebacker. Then you added some depth on the back end of that. Yeah, this is just brand new, wrote up right here, fresh off the presses from Dolphins Thirsty. Henley, look,
check it out.
Yep, a speed 8, a feet 8. Go check it out on Dolphins Thirsty. All the write-ups right there, the organic parts.
DolphinsThirsty.com.
Yep, DolphinsThirsty.com. This is just the scorecard, but he has everything in there. You can check out a lot of prospects in there, quizzes, everything. Check out that website. It's awesome. Then you got the Durden to make up a little bit of depth. Jartavius Martin is just one of those picks I picked because it's so good you can't pass up on it. Added a little bit more to the defensive backfield there. Corey Durden's damn good, bro. Look, at a 90, he's got great feet, decent change of direction, contact balance ain't bad for his size. Speed ain't bad, too. Good arm length, violent, heavy hands. His power's decent. We'll need to, brush up his power, maybe, get a sandwich and in the NFL training program and get bigger. You know what I'm saying? He needs to brush up on his pass rush polish moves, though. And as an interior defensive lineman, all of those guys aren't very pass rush, they don't know all the pass rush moves that the edge guys do, but he'll learn as he gets into the NFL and learn some. But put the link in there so Anthony come on and bust one.
Yeah, I know. No, I'm going to. I just want to get the website ready to go again in the background here, and then I will.
I mean, you could go 1,000 different directions with some of these mocks, but I think it does have to do with what are we going to do in free agency, because I have no damn clue. It depends on the money part of it, I would think, first and foremost. But the more and more I do them and I'm thinking about it, there you go, Anthony. Jump in here, big dog. Let's go. I honestly would seriously just think about not drafting a running back at all if you want to in the 7th round, that's fine. But UDFAs, they're falling. Like you're getting the Xavier Valade is going to be a guy who's going to fall in the draft who was rated really high on my board. You got Deuce Vaughn keeps falling. Every time we do a mock, he's always there to the end.
I know you like him too. I haven't gotten to his write-up yet, but I know I saw you like his game.
He's good. Evan Hull, the kid from Northwestern, who I was talking about last year. I was talking about Evan Hull last year during the Miami Dolphins season. I think he's going to be great too. He's dropping. So you got these guys that are losing stock.
Anyway, with no further ado, sorry, Justin, to cut you off, but let's bring in Anthony. Good morning, Anthony.
Anthony, what's up, buddy?
Morning. Hey, JP and Rob, I have a question for you guys. Honestly, after reading his tweets, do you guys change your opinion on a guy like Byron saying that a lot of fans still say he quit on the team, but for me, when I looked at that tweet, his health was so compromised, his athletics, he would have screwed up our defense even more if he was so compromised. I honestly don't hold it against him for staying out and stuff like that.
No, I mean, I never hold it out against these guys. I mean, if that's what they feel and that's how, it's their bodies that they got to live with until they're 60, 70, 80 years old, So, I mean, yes, they're there to play. They have a contract to play. But at the same time, if it's not in their best interest for the long term, I mean, you got to do what's best for you and your family.
Yeah.
I don't know why fans – I don't get why fans attacked him for doing that. Like,
because I think we all get caught up thinking like they're robots and they're so much better than us. That these are pro athletes. They're super tough, but at the end of the day, they get bumps and bruises and they get hurt too. And I think sometimes we just lose sight of that.
I think everybody just blew it out of proportion. The way all of us Dolphins fans do things, we'll take it to that level. Maybe we shouldn't, and maybe the guy was hurt a little bit more than we thought. And if he is, and that story's true, and his physical ability wasn't there, then I take back everything I had said that he robbed us for the money and stuff like that. And so should everybody, because we don't know what's going on. We're not Byron Jones. We're not in Byron Jones's camp. We're not related to him in any way, so we don't know any of these things. So you got to give him the benefit of the doubt right here. And who knows? Now, does that mean I want to bring the dude back and be part of the Dolphins? Maybe. Will you take a restructured deal?
Yeah, I don't, that, like you were saying on the Joe Rose show this morning, like there's no way he's coming back after that. He may not
No,
retire, but he said he's just kind of taking shots. Like, oh, teams want you to take the shots and the pills to go and play. He was saying probably it's going to be a parting of the ways between the
I
Dolphins and
think
Jones.
I think it's pretty much done with all of that. But I don't know. We'll see.
No, I think with that part, honestly, I think he's warning players in the NFL that these pills that the NFL doesn't really care about the players.
No, they never have. They never have, bro. That's why you're seeing all this stuff come out so late. Like, I know the technology has come a long way, but like me and Rob had Mike Webster's son on the show, talked about CTE, talked about the technology, talked about the brain injuries, talked about everything. Back in the day, his daddy didn't have that kind of help, and the NFL wants you to think that they have the help. They're trying to make the game better, trying to make it safer. But like having an inclusion campaign to be like, oh, we're seeing you guys out there, that doesn't do it for me. Someone like me, like I really want them to give the players help. What about Junior Seau? What about Javon Belcher? What about their families? What about all the players who have suffered through these injuries who are getting hurt? That's why it's a bigger issue than anyone wants to make it out to be. And the NFL wants to sweep it under the rug. And it's been like that for a long time. I'm always going to be for the player getting their bag. I'm never going to be for a suit. So if a player's like, hey, I want my $12 million, you deserve it, young man, you should get it. That's how I really feel about it. I don't think that the suits should ever be the ones that's in charge of any of this. Hey, take a pill, go on the field, play through pain. Those were back in the days where Ronnie Lott used to cut his finger off to go play in a football game. Those days are over. This is a new football league. They have policies in place. They have people's health to be concerned about, and they always are going to save face of the NFL. That's why Tua Tagovailoa didn't play that game versus the Buffalo Bills on the road in the playoffs.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%. You know, you got to look out for them. You got to care about the player and the person, because a lot of them, they care about the player because they want the player out there and don't care about the person a few years down the line. What
That's right.
Effects are.
That's why Tua said he really appreciated the way the Miami Dolphins handled the situation. He came out publicly and said that they took him under
Wait a minute.
Time.
Let's I think that comment was a veiled shot at the Dolphins too, that they just gave him pill.
Yeah. Oh no, it was definitely the Brian Jones. That's why people are thinking they will part ways with him. It'll be an amicable parting. Hopefully, he may sue. Who knows? But hopefully, to me it looks like this
is honestly, the Dolphins have had scandals, and I hope this doesn't become another scandal.
Oh, that's what I'm
with
hoping.
Byron, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think it'll come down to that. I think they'll figure it out and they'll part ways amicably, like Rob just said. I wouldn't worry too much about it. These things have a way of working themselves out.
But knowing the Dolphins, they can screw it up.
Oh no, they might. No, yeah,
they've done it before. I mean, come on, they've done this lots of times. So.
Honestly,
every team does it, but we're always the team that gets bugged. Like every team tampers, the Dolphins get nailed for it. Every team does this to their players. Hey, man, do this, get out the field.
You got to cheat better, dude. You just got to cheat a little bit better.
Yeah, it's just like, unfortunately, we're always the example. The whole concussion, all these guys had players played with concussions. The Dolphins are the example of that because of Tua. So it's just, we're always trying to be the way on the top of the center for scandals. So, Anthony, I don't know. We're just unlucky.
Yeah, I want to do a draft.
Let's roll.
You're right. You're all right. You guys can talk, Justin, fill in the receipt.
Yeah, while
we're going to do a 7th round.
The website right there. I've heard a lot of talk around our quarterback, a lot of talk around a lot of other quarterbacks being connected to the Dolphins. I heard some talk about them talking about the 5th-year option for Tua and how it would be cheap right now. Like I heard it was like $23 million or something like that, and how it would honestly be maybe team friendly for us to do it. But at the same point in time, it's really risky doing something like that, knowing what you already know. Like he's got injury history. He needs to stay on the football field. There's a lot going on right now. I don't know what's going to happen. The Dolphins always pull something out of the hat, so. Yeah, stay close to the airwaves and hold tight because it's going to be a.
I'm already predicting. I'm already making a big prediction. Honestly, that trade with Jalen Ramsey is going to happen. To be honest, I think
Really?
that's going to happen.
Really, I would be hella surprised if that happened. I really would. If that happened, honestly, man, I would be so surprised. I mean, literally, you'd hear this come out of my mouth right here. That's what would happen if that happened. I'd be like, oh my God, no way. So we'll see.
Yeah, I would be surprised too. Just from the financial hit and the draft capital hit. Oh, okay, we're going to reject. Now that one I would think of because that's hard to pass right there. But I'm going to reject because we're in no trade policy today. You said, but man, that's a good one.
Yes, sir. Let's go, Anthony. All right. What you're going to do?
You're on the clock at 51, Anthony, and this is all.
Can you go to tackle OT? Besides Cody Mock, I want to see who's available.
He is. Look at the very top. Cody Mock, Jalen Duncan, Warren McClendon, Blake Freeland, Matthew Bergeron, Carter Warren, Tyler Steen, Juana Morris, Jordan McFadden.
Go to guard.
Steve Avila.
He's a power gap guy. I want to stay away from him, to be honest. People say he's good, but I don't think he fits our offense.
He is very good, but you're right. He is definitely in a power gap scheme. I just did that Braden Daniels, and I'm super impressed with this kid, man. He scored a 98, one of the highest rated guards I have on my whole board.
What tight ends are available?
Yep, I got
Kincaid.
He's a receiver.
I love Kincaid, man. He can block, dude. He can inline block. He can do it all.
The two guys I like are Kuntz and Kraft, but
I love Kuntz.
I think Kraft is a little bit of a reach here. Go to defense.
I think he's rated way high. I think that's overrated on Kraft. I have him rated a little lower.
Yeah.
Okay, what's Emmanuel Forbes?
Hey, bro, Anthony White, I got you now that you were asking me last week about Keon White. I went and did his scorecard. I am very impressed, bro. He scored a 98 as well. Very stocky, stout athlete with great speed, good pass rush moves. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Keon White out of Georgia Tech.
Go to safety. Christopher Smith, Battle.
Sydney, Jamie Robinson.
Yeah, but if I traded down, I would have been able to go to corner.
I know Tyreek Stevenson. Yep, Emmanuel Forbes, Stevenson, Ricks, Jalen Jones, your boy Kai Blue Kelly, Julius Brents.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do?
Let's hear it.
I know this is kind of a reach. Jalen Jones right here.
Jalen Jones, your first pick.
Hey, that's fine, man.
He's a good tackler out of the backfield. I got him rated at, I think, a 90. That ain't bad.
Yeah.
Is Jack Campbell gone?
Let's take a look. Yes, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Ivan Pace Jr., Demario Overshone, and Dylon Henley still there.
Go to corner. Go to safety. Actually,
safety.
Would drafting Jimmy Robinson here be a reach, or that's not really?
No, honestly, I don't think that's a reach at this point. I think that's a damn good draft pick. Yeah, I think that's a good pick.
Well, this is an honest question. Why do some of these draft boards have Jimmy so low? Is it because he's so big?
I think it's got a lot to do with maybe the stock starts to get so high, then it just kind of bottoms out, then it loses its steam a little bit.
Yeah, and between Sydney and Jimmy.
So am I. I literally have them rated so high that I got.
Are they about even?
Like Sydney Brown, just
they're 1 point. They're 1 point difference, dude. I got Brown at a 102, and Robinson at a 101. It's like a 1 point difference. So either one, it's a great pick, great value.
Jimmy Robinson,
Florida State.
Yep, Robinson. That's the pick to the board.
Oh, already back and reject.
This is where you can really do damage with the 77 and 84th pick. If you want to double up and you got targets, that's where you want to take them.
Keon White. If he's not,
Keon White. Yeah, that would be edge.
Yeah, I know. I'm going looking to see.
he's gone.
Yeah,
Damn it.
Yeah.
Go to linebacker.
Penley
Overshown.
is Overshown on there.
Yeah, he's right below.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
Penley.
didn't. Yeah, I see him. So Overshown it is. There you go.
I'm gonna double down on linebacker. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do.
Let's see who will be here on the board at that top pick in the 6th round.
Is Shaq Hayward a middle, or do you think he has athleticism enough to move to the outside?
I haven't done his scorecard or his write up yet, so I couldn't tell you right off the top of my
Or
head.
Cam Jones? My mistake, Cam.
I haven't done either, so I couldn't tell you on either one of those two. As
Go
far
to
as the
DT.
linebacker.
Go to DT real quick. I want to see who's available. PJ.
I know Corey Durden. I know
that you do.
Condre Coburn will be there too.
Go to offense real quick and go to tight end.
Payne Durham, I like his game.
Uh,
Josh Weil, I like his game too.
Go to running back.
Thomas, Peoples, Vaughn, Mitchell,
Oh, Deuce Vaughn, I know you like Justin.
Ibrahim,
Cam and Peoples. Cam Peoples.
Pipples.
I'm
There
gonna
we go.
double down
Now we
on
go.
running back.
Now this is where we go again. Wait until all the way till the 7th round.
Yep,
And there
this
we
your
go.
last pick.
Evan Hole.
Oh, I love that pick. Evan Hole's
Man, back to back. Okay. Oh no,
I like
no.
that. He doubled
so
down
Evan
on,
Hole's the pick. That was
Evan
quick,
Hole.
man.
Yep.
That was a quick pick. And
That's
was
a good pick right there, dude. I love this draft. He's got Jalen Jones, Jimmy Robinson, Overshown, Cameron Peoples, and Evan Hole. Double down on the running backs to the later half.
The reason why I did the
like
double
it.
down, because honestly, I think I know we probably re-signed him. I think we end up trading him for a couple of pick, like maybe a pick or something.
Right.
What's his name? Sorry, I'm yawning. I just woke up.
Oh, you're
No
good.
problem.
You're probably thinking about Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, Raheem. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I think we need to re-sign him and then stack the backfield like with some rookies as well. You know,
Do you think
Raheem.
we bring back Salvon?
I would. Yes, I definitely would. I would definitely bring back Ahmed. I think he's hella good, bro. Fits the system. Got good shake to him, great speed, can catch out of the backfield. Yes, he's a great fit. And it wouldn't cost you a whole lot of money either.
You know, I did a draft where I drafted Jalen Jones at number 51 with another simulator that grades your picks every time you draft. They gave me a D on Jalen because they felt that the reach, but because of the draft board I was using, they had Jalen Jones being drafted in the 2nd round. No, because the draft board I use is the NFL Network. The NFL Network, what's his name? Daniel Jeremiah's draft board, and he had him being drafted in the middle of the 2nd round and stuff like that.
Yeah, it depends, I think, where the run on corners is going to happen. But the corners are so deep in this draft that literally you could grab one in the mid rounds. Honestly, you can get one anywhere.
Hey, Rob and JP, for you guys, what is the one player you guys can see surprising everybody in terms of their athletic ability, just based off the scheme they played in college, because the scheme covered up how athletic they are and stuff like that?
That's a good question.
That's a damn good question. Let me see here. Let me think about it.
I'm going to say Jack Campbell because, like I said, the big
Jack Campbell too, but I was going to actually, that's what I was thinking, but then I don't know. But that's who I like because I wrote him up.
Durden, for me, Durden might jump up pretty high, like at the combine, to be honest, because I think he might end up being his draft stock might rise and maybe being drafted in the low second round.
I could see that happening. But as far as the question you just asked there about like athletic ability being more
and coverage skills like for linebackers,
I think it's going to be someone like the Pace Jr. kid. I think he's
Pace is no. I took Pace out of it because he's a South Florida kid, and those linebackers have to be athletic and be able to move around sideline to sideline and stuff like that. It's just I agree with you. His athleticism was covered up at Cincinnati because Luke Fickell wanted his linebackers to go downhill.
That's why I think that kid's exactly what you said there. That's the guy I would slot in there. Someone other than that, I would say it's like
Is there a running back? Is there a running back you can see?
I'll give you one right now, but it's a quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
I don't know about him. I watched a lot of Gator football this year, and
it just didn't fit. Like their offense was so vanilla, and that dude is explosive. He's got all.
No. Honestly, for me, Anthony Richardson, to me, at best, is a 4th round pick. At best,
I agree with you, dude. But guess what's going to happen? People are going to see
he's going to be drafted up for sure.
He's going to hit the combine. They're going to see him come in like a stout stud, and it's over. He's going to go.
Yeah, no. For me, a guy like Anthony Richardson would do well to be. I know he's never going to start at all, but being drafted by a team like Kansas City, and sitting behind Patrick Mahomes, then you can trade him to another team who needs a quarterback.
Then you can actually mold him into what he could be too. Like he's going to need time to sit. That's a project.
Oh no, for sure. He will benefit going to be a backup.
I think this quarterback class doesn't really have a day one starter, but they're going to be forced into being a day one starter.
No, for sure. Bryce Young's going to be a day one starter probably just because he's going to go to because these guys drafted at the top normally get forced into. CJ Stroud to me, he's a good quarterback, but he has accuracy. Like his intermediate, his deep ball accuracy is pretty good, but his intermediate and short, he overthrows his receivers too much.
Really, I think his intermediate passing is pretty good. His deep's decent. I think he's decent, but he's nowhere near where that Bryce Young kid is, I think, as far as passing goes.
Bryce Young, I think he's getting dropped because of the whole Tua thing.
Yeah, because of the size and the injuries. Yeah, I think it'll happen. But
and Alabama quarterbacks haven't been – no. And to me, Alabama – the other thing, too, is Tua, when he played, was good. But in general, the history of Alabama quarterbacks have been failures in the NFL.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, they've never had a really good one. That was why when I looked at Tua, I was like, oh.
Kenny Stabler is the last one.
Yeah, I know they have like Joe Namath and Kenny Stabler, but that's a long time ago. So
right.
That was the 80s.
But yeah, you can't always say that for the program though, because you would say, well, who has Texas Tech had before, Mahomes?
There's not like
true.
I've noticed this. Like when it comes to scouting, there's certain schools that produce certain positions well. Alabama and Miami at their prime was always sending defensive backs and linebackers into the NFL.
Yes.
Yeah. Alabama is like that too. It was linebackers. It was defensive line, linebackers, and
when I was young, Penn State was called linebacker U.
Yep.
Let's not get into this argument again because Manny Diaz is over there and he's saying that. I'm like, dude, shut up, please, be quiet, be quiet.
Yeah. I know that was back in the day. I still can't believe that the Hurricanes lost to Penn State in the Fiesta Bowl. UM was so much more talented than that team.
Gino Torretta, blame Gino. Oh, no, not
that was Vinny Testaverde. That was Vinny Testaverde.
Oh, it was Vinny Testaverde?
Yeah, that was that was Vinny Testaverde. It was still under Jimmy Johnson, so that wasn't like the coach. They had Jimmy Johnson.
Is there really for you guys? Is there a quarterback you like? Is there would you say Notre Dame is quarterback you when it comes to the position? Like,
no,
then,
I don't think there's any one school that I'm like, yeah, that's where I go and look for quarterbacks. But I will say this: it seems to me all the ones that end up great and that are like good in this league, Hall of Famers, they all come out
Pac-12.
of California, dog. Everybody's on that West Coast. Yeah, Pac-12. That's just
Yeah,
it's crazy.
no.
But
When you look at it, for me, the California's the quarterbacks.
yes,
In the South,
quarterbacks.
from Texas all the way to Florida, is the skill positions: receivers, corners, linebackers.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
where are you going for your meat and potatoes? Let's hear where you're going for your meat and
Up
potatoes.
north,
north,
Iowa,
Midwest, up north.
Michigan,
Oklahomas and guys like this guy, so it's like the big old
that's where I'm
farm
looking
boys.
for linemen.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember. There was a prospect 2 years ago. He ended up transitioning to linebacker because he cut a lot of weight. He started out as an offensive lineman, and he like cut all the weight, and you can still see the athleticism and the power at linebacker that he had at what is it called, at offensive line. And honestly, to me and my friend talk about this. He's a coach for football, assistant coach at a high school and stuff. He says he forces his guys. He's an offensive line coach. He says he forces his guy. He coaches defensive line and offensive line because he's such a small school. He says for offensive line and linebackers, offensive line, defensive line, and linebackers, he says he forces these guys to wrestle and stuff like that.
No, you should. And the reason why is because it teaches kids leverage,
grip,
how to control body,
grip,
hand strength, leverage, all of that. It's funny you said that. I coach defensive line. I just got a spot for the Colorado Longhorns. You'll probably hear me talking about them on here a little bit. They went to the championship game here in Colorado. This is going to be a league that's growing as well. But defensive line and offensive line, linebackers, like you're talking about, yes, wrestling will help you because it'll help you with, like you said, Anthony, the grip strength, the learning leverage, and the body control of the person you're working with, your feet, everything, your hand placement. It actually helps the athletes out quite a bit. In fact, it's funny you said that and bring that up when I'm scouting offensive linemen, defensive linemen. If I hear about it, I'm reading about the player, and they got a wrestling background, it immediately piques my interest. I'm like, ooh, yeah, really?
Yeah, no. They did an interview with Joe Thomas before he retired, and he said that he was an all-state. I think he went to Minnesota. I can't remember what college Joe Thomas went to. Somewhere up north. He actually said his throughout high school he was an all-state. He was a national championship in high school, national champion in wrestling in high school, and he was recruited to go to wrestling, just a purely wrestling scholarship at Minnesota.
Yes.
But because there's not a lot of money in amateur wrestling,
that's where he said he went to right there. Look. Ritter, thank you for your comment. He said he was Wisconsin where Joe Thomas went.
Yeah, no, he said, yeah, he got an all wrestling scholarship at Wisconsin too, but he says because there was not a lot of money in amateur wrestling and stuff, he chose football because of the money. Because he was a farm kid.
Yeah, he didn't have no money. He grew up a little poorer than most.
Yeah, no, and honestly, that and for the skill positions like cornerback and linebacker, if you're a track star, that piques my interest too. Because
that piques my interest immediately.
Yeah, if you're an elite high jumper, if specifically for the corner position, if you're an elite high jumper or long jumper, that piques my interest because that shows your explosiveness and stuff like that.
Well, just like Byron Jones that we touched on earlier, he was like elite in those traits as far as,
Yeah, no, and X was that too. X was an elite high jumper coming out of high school. Like, I think he's from Texas or somewhere. He had the
Baylor. That's Texas.
No. I'm talking about high school.
Oh, I don't know what's high school.
No. He's from the Houston area, and I think he said, when he was drafted by the Dolphins, he had the high jump record in high school in Texas. He broke the high jump record. To be honest, like I said, there's certain positions that you need to pay attention to what they did, what other sports they did. If offensive line and defensive line and linebackers uh are are basically like you said wrestling
Yeah,
or a shot put person in
yeah.
track.
With the offensive lineman and defensive lineman, one of the first things I look at, it's two things really, and that'll be your standing still jump, your long jump, that jump, and then I look for your three cones.
Or javelin.
Yep. So if your
And,
three
and,
cones,
and,
if your three cones under a 7, I'm immediately intrigued as an offensive lineman. If your three cones under a 7, even a defensive lineman, then I'm very intrigued because
Yeah,
that means
Speaking
no,
of
you got,
jumping, everyone, jump on that like and subscribe button. And if
smash
you
that like and
want,
subscribe button.
we
yeah,
have
and for
Anthony
Lion,
in here today. He just did his mock draft. If you want to shoot out a mock draft, let us know in comments, and we will run another
yeah,
mock draft. Thank
and
you, Anthony.
JP actually for quarterback is if they're a pitcher or an outfielder in baseball or a shortstop.
Yes. Yes.
That's I think that's why Patrick Mahomes is such a freak athlete. He said
No,
he
you
played
got it. He's got
shortstop.
yep, you got it, man. He's got a baseball background and can make those off balance.
Thank his father
rhythm
for that
throws,
because Patrick was a great reliever in pro baseball. He said he grew up. He didn't really grow up in football locker rooms. He grew up in baseball locker rooms.
Yeah,
Talking to the
his dad was a baseball pitcher for the Red Sox. I'm pretty sure. Something
yeah.
like
He said he grew up talking to guys like Kurt Schilling and
Yep.
stuff like that. He learned all the mechanics of a pitcher, not a quarterback. Purely yeah. And I'm surprised to me that with the way he throws, he doesn't have a lot of issues with
batted passes.
Tommy John surgery and stuff like that.
Oh right, yeah. You know, I didn't
Is
think about
Tommy
that.
John rare for a quarterback? Is Tommy John a rare injury?
I guess it's rarer than it is in baseball, of course, because they don't get all the rare. Because baseball, they're throwing hundreds of pitches.
They're throwing so many pitches, so it gets a wear on their shoulders. But like the quarterbacks aren't throwing that many passes, so it's pretty rare. I haven't seen a lot of quarterbacks get the Tommy John thing.
So what do you guys expect for like? Do you think we're going to be cheap in terms of spending big money and stuff like that? Do you think we're going to be cheap?
I'm going to say cheap because we already got so much money spent. I just think they will have to keep an eye on the budget just because.
Yeah, I think
they have to make moves. I mean,
another Dolphins channel was saying that Stephen Ross doesn't have all his money accrued just based off the value of the Dolphins. He has a lot of liquid cash where he can actually go to the player and give them money up front, like a cashier's check or whatever.
Well, no, that's why he does that more than others. That's why for everyone that rips Ross, I say be careful what you're ripping and what's informant. I wish Ross would leave. Yeah, maybe we've had some scandals under his name, and there's been some. But as far as an owner that wants to win and will go all out to win and willing to spend the money,
he's not Jeffrey Loria. He's not Jeffrey Loria from the Marlins, who is purposely being cheap. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
no. It's funny. It's funny that you said that about Ross. How he's down to do like a under the table deal and give players money on the side. That right there is a big bargaining chip for the Miami Dolphins in free agency, you guys. Like you can offer Saquon Barkley $8 million, but I'm going to give you $4 million that nobody knows about.
Yeah, but you can't. Yeah, but that's hard to do because you would be busted somehow doing
that.
But he just means giving that. Give that.
Yeah, no, Stephen Ross is going to do something stupid and get caught.
Yeah, I know that's the thing. That's the thing. But anyway, guys, if you want to, this one more mock draft for fun, and then we're in the show. So we just do it.
Yeah, let's do one.
If anyone wants to chime in comments, you don't necessarily have to come in and get on camera.
So JP and Rob, I have a question. Why do you guys use? Is the draft board for Pro Football Network more accurate? Is that why you guys use it? Because I have a better one that actually. The one I was just telling you about that grades your picks while you're
done that one before. I like this one. It's just one I like, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we can do that another day. Right now, we just go to where we were doing our.
Are you gonna do a trade? You want to do a trade now?
And we can do a trade one today. I mean, now. But let me see.
Let's see what kind of offers we get.
Yeah, exactly.
When I do a
I
trade,
wish we
I'm
could
always
trade
looking
up.
to-
I wish there was a. If we control another team, we can Finnick and be able to. Like, if we control another team, I understand you guys don't want to do that. That's kind of cheating where you can force a trade and trade up.
force a trade to another team and control them and trade up.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. But
That'd
let
be
me
fun.
see.
It's
I'm gonna get this
unrealistic.
rating.
Yeah, very.
That's
unrealistic.
what I do. I control like 2 or 3 teams, and I'm able to trade up without giving future draft capital up. And I'm like, this is unrealistic. This
Right.
is not
I
going
know,
to
hey,
happen.
but hey, it makes it fun sometimes when you're doing 1,000 of these
Right.
things. So let's
It's a good
see.
comp. Richard, thank you for joining the show. How you doing this morning? Like Tua with karate, help get slammed. Yes. Yes. I like that too.
Honestly,
Also-
I don't think judo's going to help with football. Honestly, because there's hits that you're not going to see.
Yeah, but
JP.
it'll teach you break falls. If you can teach him break falls, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Right.
but break falls is not going to help you when you're getting hit from the back.
Well, then your offensive line needs to block longer.
All right.
You want to get called for holding?
If it saves
We're
my
starting
quarterback,
another mock draft, fella. So time to join in on the fun, and we're letting it run through.
I'll tell you what, Anthony, I hold every time if it saves my quarterback, dog. If you have to, you turn around and run. Sorry,
No, that's what I would say.
To pause for a bit, work at the morning. No problems, Richard. We appreciate you being here, man. Thank you for
We got
listening. and
2
joining in.
offers. This one, there's not enough draftable for this year. Let's see. Take it away.
No.
That's 10 picks for a third. Take away the third on the Carolina one. You might want to look at.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I don't like any of those, so we're gonna reject. And you guys are on
Drew
the clock.
Sanders. That's who I'm
It's-
running. I'm already running up there with my ticket in hand. Drew
Oh
Sanders.
wow, Drew Sanders fell.
Drew
Okay,
Sanders.
we're let Justin pick because we're at the end of the show here, and then someone else
Drew
can pick us
Sanders.
quick. That was great. I like the speed in which you did it.
I
But
see
that's
you
the
at the
first
top,
time
like,
he's
oh,
fall. That's the first time he's fallen since I've run a mock draft
If he
here
falls
live.
like that, dude, the Dolphins will run up to the podium with their ticket in hand.
Go to linebacker again. I want to see if we can double down on linebacker with
Let's
this.
see, we got a
draft
couple
pick.
trade offers right here, though. Look at that Niners one.
That's
It's kinda
falling
far.
too far in my
That's
book.
way far, dude. I don't like either
Yeah.
of them, really.
Yeah, me either.
I
Not
don't
on
like
this
the
one.
Buffalo
Especially
one
now
either.
that we're here at the end of the day and we want to wrap this show up. We're on the clock. So
Oh,
Said
Elijah Ricks.
linebacker.
Elijah. Oh, Jack Campbell.
Damn, bro. Honestly,
can
dude,
you
I'm not
imagine
even-
Sanders and Campbell? Justin to be like on cloud 9 until the season starts if that happened.
Dude, I'll be honest with you, dude. Don't get mad, but right here I would take Ivan Pace Jr. and then I would wait and get Jack Campbell at pick 84. And I would take 3 linebackers. Revamp that
Wow.
whole
Oh, yeah,
damn
you do
room.
love yours. I didn't even see Pace. I just saw Campbell.
No, I would rather because to me, Drew Sanders is an outside guy. He's not an inside linebacker, to be honest. Ivan Pace
I
to me is
disagree.
well. Okay. Give me why you disagree. Why you
Because
disagree?
he can play both. He can do both. He can
No,
tackle
but
and
in the
play.
NFL, to me, like what college and the NFL are 2 different things. And honestly, when I look at
Yes,
him,
they are.
yeah, and to me, he's a pure out. That's what I think. That's what most teams are going to draft him as an outside linebacker, like an off-ball outside linebacker and
Well,
stuff
that's
like
why I
that.
would play him anyway, but he can still play inside.
Okay, actually, draft Elijah Ricks here.
I wouldn't do that
Why?
because I just wouldn't do that. Why are you going to leave Pace and Campbell on the board and take?
Draft Campbell. Draft Campbell then.
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Now let's see. We go back to linebacker top. So
I would
Campbell.
definitely take. Yeah, I would. I would actually do what I said, but you do what you want.
All right.
No, we're switching. We're flipping picks.
I'd take
Okay,
all
this-
3, bro. I would take all 3. I'm telling you right
Well,
now.
I went
watch.
Campbell
Once you
because
get-
I just looked at the time. Okay, now.
Nah, I'm
Okay.
good on that one. That's not bad.
Yeah, well, not bad. We just go because
shoot, you're
So who
screwed.
did you take? Did you take Campbell?
Yeah, Campbell. Pace is gone.
Yep. Because right after you took Campbell, guess what? They took Pace. So yeah,
Yeah.
it would have worked. He would have been there for you. You could have ended up with all three right there.
Okay, go to cornerback. Eli Ricks,
Yeah.
Jalen Jones. Ooh. The two guys at the top I like the most because of the trait I tell you about
Tackling.
JP, the tackling issue, the tackling thing. Because most of these, I don't know what it is. I've noticed tape the past few years that these cornerbacks do not know how to tackle at all. For some reason, they don't know how to tackle and stuff like that. Who between Jalen and Ricks, who do you like better?
There's like four other corners I like more than either of those, but out of both those, I like Jalen Jones more than I like Ricks. Yeah, dude, I like more corners other than those guys, honestly.
Okay,
I like
go to
DJ
safety.
Turner more than I like those guys.
He has tackling issues. That's the issue.
Everybody has tackling issues.
Well, your Robinson and Sidney Brown are both on this.
Oh, Sidney Brown. Sidney.
All right.
It's hard not to take Sidney right there. Honestly, that's a damn good pick. But I do want to mention one more time, this is a show, so we go back and watch it again. We could have had all three linebackers. We could have had Drew Sanders. We could have had Ivan Pace Jr. We could have had Jack Campbell.
I would have been making
that.
Justin would have
go
been
to corner. Go to corner.
You guys are on the clock.
I'm gonna draft the guy that Jartavius here.
That's a damn good pick there.
And then I'm gonna draft punter.
Matt Turk. Matt
oh
Turk.
No. Yeah, Matt Turk. See if Matt Turk is available.
That's a good move.
Yes.
I would draft him. Yeah, Matt Turk is a good pick.
Turk's the pick.
Yeah,
yes, Turk.
I like
another
it. I like
Turk
the special
punter
teams
in the
to
NFL.
end. I like that.
And there you go, guys.
Oh my God, what a draft this is! Drew Sanders, Jack Campbell, Sidney Brown, Jartavius Martin, and a punter to throw on the top. I love it.
Yeah, no, and what's it called? And JP, you know what's gonna happen actually? For me, I think we signed the two veterans to 2-year deals, and we draft a Jack Campbell.
Right.
A Jack Campbell because we already have our inside linebacker with Channing Tindall, so we can Drew Sanders is athletic enough to be an outside linebacker, so he can be the outside and the two inside. We have our two future inside linebackers.
Right. I'm with that. That would be a great thing right there. Right there, I can tell you right there, I think the guy who's better in coverage is Jack Campbell. Drew Sanders is not as good as in coverage. It's a 2-point difference.
No, for me, like when it's that minute of a difference, I don't really care. Like,
no, I don't either. I think they're both that close. I really do. I've got them.
Can you see Jack? Can you see a team who runs a very zone heavy scheme, or like when it comes to the linebackers, like a zone coverage scheme? Do you think a team would reach for a Jack Campbell, draft him in the first round? Would you be surprised?
No, I definitely wouldn't be surprised. And the reason why is because I believe what you said earlier, how you think his draft stock is going to rise. Yes, bro, I think his draft stock's going to rise.
Seattle Seahawks are the perfect example. Bobby, he's a carbon copy of
Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner.
Yes, that's what I see when I see Campbell. That's a Bobby Wagner type player, someone who's solid. He can cover, he can tackle, he can cover running backs out of the back.
He's a master of none. He's a jack of all trades, master of none. Basically,
exactly. Jack of all trades, master of none. I agree with that analogy. I think.
And speaking of covering, guys, that's about covers our whole day here for the coverage. You guys, Anthony, thank you so much for joining again. You're welcome every single day that we run a mock draft to join us. Man. Ritter, Richard, all you guys, any day you guys want to run. I mean, if we don't advertise as a mock draft Monday or mock draft, we will run a mock draft if we have the time and you guys come in and ask for a mock. We're here to help you guys. We're all here to have fun.
I know this is the Dolphins channel. Have you guys ever thought of doing a whole first round mock? Like a
Yes.
whole
We could, yeah, we will one when we
I
get a
think we're
little
gonna
closer
do
to
one
the
this
draft.
coming up
I'm going to have
shortly.
Justin and another guy named Kendo, who both have done a lot of scouting for this draft. I'm going to let them run through a whole,
Yeah,
whole draft.
We'll do the whole. We'll do everyone's pick. We'll run through the whole NFL.
Okay,
Yeah.
have a good day, guys.
All
Thanks,
right, Anthony.
Thanks for showing
Thank
up,
you.
man. We love you.
Yeah,
Love you
and
too.
Richard, thank you. Ritter, thank you. All you guys who want Anthony, of course, Ender, League of Super Fans. Don't forget
Games
after the
up.
show, League of Super Fans, drop that link for your new game.
drop
And
that
if
link,
it's
man.
good, we will promote it for you for free. Just come in here and remind us.
Yeah.
And all you guys out there, fins up, Justin. I'm running behind schedule. I got to go eat. You know
All
my
right, buddy,
schedule
we'll let you go.
better than everyone else, but you guys all rock. Have fun, guys. I'm going to close this show out. Just remember to like and subscribe. As always, you guys always are good at that. You guys rock. Fins up. See you tomorrow.
Later.